Oh, hello again, welcome to the VK6CS Fun with Amateur Radio channel. Now, Martin, VK6ZMS, the other day suggested I try these two matching transformers. These are the ones he uses for his magnetic loop antenna. And he said that the white one, he had to get this core from the United States. It works very well, and this one doesn't work at all. Now, you may recall from a video or two ago, when I tried these actually on my magnetic loop, they both gave exactly the same performance. So I was talking to Martin the other day on the local 2-meter repeater, and he said, I wonder if there's any difference in inductance. And I said, well, I can't tell, so I haven't got anything for measuring inductance. But of course now I have, haven't I? I've got my nice new capacitance inductance meter that I made this morning. So let's have a look. So we'll just compare these three matching transformers and see what they look like on my shiny new inductance meter. Keep hitting this bloody tripod. I don't know how people do this, you know. I really don't. Okay, so first things first, I'll just short the leads together, short the test leads together and calibrate. Okay, so now this little button, you know, I was saying this is it's disappointing that this doesn't actually protrude through the case. I've thought of a fix for that, and because it's Sunday I won't be able to do it today, but when I'm out and about tomorrow I'll stop off at the local electronics shop and pick up, you know, you can get those little sticky rubber feet that you put on little project boxes. You get 4 usually on a pad, and you just take them off and you peel the bottom off and you stick them on. I thought there's probably one that's pretty much exactly that size. So I'll get a little pad of sticky feet, and I'll stick one of the sticky feet on there, and then I'll have a nice rubber button protruding through the front panel. Okay, so I've calibrated it, I've shorted my leads out, and I've calibrated that, so that's 0, that's saying it's 0. So let's put that on there, and put that on there. Okay, so it's saying that first one there is 23.06 microhenries. So that was the one I made up with 5 turns on it. It's on the mid-size. It's on the mid-size J-car core. This is the large-size J-car core. This is one of Martin's. This is one of Martin's. These have both got 5 turns on them of just ordinary. I think that's probably multi-stranded. Looking at that, oh no, it's not. It's actually solid, just red and black wire with a solid core. Okay, so that's the one I made, and that's 23.02 microhenries. So let's take that off. Get that one out of the way. Let's try this one. What I should have got was something to stick in there, stick in that that middle pin there. But never mind. It's I won't be able to do the other one. Might be a little bit difficult. So let's stick that on there and that on there. And that one's saying that one's 22.88 microhenries. So 22.88 microhenries for this one. That was the one you said was wasn't any good, Martin. And let's see what we get. So that's 22.8. That one out of the way. Now, how are we going to do this one? How are we going to do this one? Maybe if I can clip that on there somehow, maybe like that. Get that out of the way, and then touch that in on there. No, I'm going to have to get something that will allow me to connect to that one. You can see, as usual, the amount of thought that's gone into this. I'll tell you what, I'll just pause that. I'll just pause that while I go and get something. Back again. Okay. Wow. I don't know if you can see that. Can you see the difference there? So, goodness knows why it produced exactly the same results on my loop. I don't know what your loop is made of, Martin, but maybe your one's doing what it should be and mine isn't. 222.2 microhenries. 222.1 microhenries. That's with that white core. And I'll just make sure I'm not going around the bend. Let's put the other one back. .78 microhenries. So you were right, Martin. There's a huge difference in inductance between the two transformers. So those cores are very different, aren't they? Maybe it's got something to do with the saturation of the cores under power or something. I'll have to catch up with you and find out how much power you were using, or whether you tried them on both on low power. All right. Well, I think that was quite interesting. So that's the difference in inductance between the magnetic loop antenna matching transformers, and that really is quite amazing. So 22.76 for that one, 22.76 microhenries. And that one's 23.18 microhenries. I'll tell you what, I'm really glad I bought this this kit, this JCar K2533 kit. I reckon this is going to be such a useful little gadget for mucking around with radio projects. And back to the peculiar one, or the very high inductance one. Come on, you did it before. Just get on there. There's a slight variation there with the leads. I mean, we're not interested in it we're not interested in laboratory conditions to the microhenry, but there we go, 223.1 microhenries. So that's 222.8 something before. So it's a slight bit of stray inductance around it. Oh, there you go. It's settled back to 222.9 microhenries. So massive difference in inductance between the white core and the black core. The white core is providing same amount of turns, looks like the same gauge of wire to me, and it's producing 10 times the inductance, from 22 microhenries to 222 microhenries. So there we go. I hope you found that interesting, or informative, or both. And as always, thanks for watching. I'll catch you next time.